Well, the AGF Abubakar Malami, there's a compilation that was sent to the president of allegation of corruption, and we all know how this started because last year it was about the EFCC boss Magu, who was in the DSS custody, where the Salami-led government were actually, persecuting him for him to confess on those corruption allegations. But he said something that was really critical at that point, where he said that Abubakar Malami were part of the people he was doing business with, and he said if he begins to speak, then Nigeria will break. And that was how that case ended. We couldn't get any report regarding that. That case was immediately swept under the carpet. There was nothing done to Magu, neither was anything done to the AGF Abubakar Malami. But somehow we don't know if that case will still be brought up in the future or if it will just be dead just like that. But anyway, right here, a message has been sent to the president. Well, it was well compiled and dispatched to the President Muhammad Buhari of the records of allegations that have been leveled against the AGF Abubakar Malami. Well, I'll bring you more details, guys, but please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, ensure you like, and also share this video. Yes, and don't forget, this is Saffron Media, and we are here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. Yes, it says that an entire checklist of corruption allegations in opposition to legal profession normal of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami has been compiled by anti-corruption teams and dispatched to President Muhammadu Buhari. In response to that, their letter was titled Compilation of Corruption Allegations and Abuse of Workplace. It was signed by Chairman Civil Society Community Towards Corruption, Olarewaju Suraji, Chairman Center for Anti-Corruption and Open Management, Debo Adeniran, and co-founder Saying No Marketing Campaign, Ezenwa Nwagu. The coalition referred to as for the speedy probe of Malami to make a full inquiry devoid of interference. It insisted that there are very sturdy allegations Malami will clear proof and urged Buhari to behave instantly. We've listed these corruption instances after painstaking compilation of excessive profile corruption instances involving the nation's #1 legislation officer. The president should act at once, the team stated. They instructed Buhari that his motion has the prospect of figuring out the way forward for the anti-corruption marketing campaign within the nation. The allegation embodied the alleged auctioning of sea vessels holding crude oil seized by federal authorities, violating Part 31, subsection 2 and 4 of the EFCC Act 2004. The coalition stated Malami additionally approved the sale of vessels by corporations below EFCC prosecuting for related offense of unlawful bunkering. This motion was admitted by the AGF by means of his media aide pleading resumption of innocence on the part of the accused within the case being prosecuted by the federal authorities by means of EFCC, the letter learned. The minister was accused of twisting the legislation to defend his member of the family, corrupt officers and establishments in probably the most brazen manners. The AGF was blamed for the reinstatement of Abdulrasheed Maina, former chairman of the Pension Reform Activity Staff, into the Federal Civil Service fee without due cause. Malami was accused of submitting for the discontinuation of a 25 billion naira prison cost in opposition to Senator Danjuma Goje, with one justification: over 7 years of diligent investigation and prosecution by the Financial and Monetary Crimes Fee (EFCC). He was alleged to have withdrawn prison prizes in opposition to troopers accused of killing law enforcement officials and a civilian within the bid to assist the escape of billionaire kidnapper Bala Hamisu, popularly referred to as Wadume. The letter recalled that on November 18, 2018, Malami, by means of a lawyer from his workplace, Pius Akuta, withdraw a fraud case filed by the EFCC at Lagos Excessive Court docket in opposition to John Abebe, youthful brother to late Stella Obasanjo. It's famous that EFCC resisted the unlawful transfer within the case earlier than Justice Mojisola Dada on the bottom that the AGF has no constitutional energy to take over a case filed within the court docket. The coalition cited withdrawal of a prison case in opposition to the chairman Code of Conduct Tribunal, Danladi Umar, demand for the withdrawal of the instances in opposition to Mohammed Bello Adoke, Desiani Alise Madweke, and others concerned within the Malabo oil scandal, suspension of investigation of alleged fraud in Nigeria, incentive-based, mostly danger sharing system for agricultural lending. The AGF was additionally accused of duplicity of cost of $16.9 million charges to two associates as new legal professionals for the restoration of the loot traced to a former head of state, Sani Abacha, after a Swiss lawyer, Enrico Monfrini, who helped with the restoration, was totally paid by the earlier authorities. The minister was indicted for halting the prosecution of former Comptroller Normal of Customs Mohammed Indi Diko by means of an alleged suspicious deal between the AGF and the speedy previous DSS Director Normal. In addition to shielding the ex-custom boss from refunding of $8 million to the federal government, the team stated this investigation recommend that Malami allegedly owns belonging value billions acquired after his appointment. These lists have been Raham Inc. value about 500 million naira, positioned at Reverse Aminu Kano Educating Hospital, Zaria Street, Kano State, a property valued about 600 million naira, positioned at Ahmadu Bello Method, Nasarawa GRO, and those in Kano and Beni Kebi and others that was actually mentioned. The minister was stated to have displayed his unpretentious hatred for the battle in opposition to corruption by writing a letter dated 16 December 2016 withdrawing the case of fraud filed in opposition to Godse Orubebe, former minister of Niger Delta, in a case involving over 1.97 billion naira, on the bottom that there was no foundation for submitting the cost in opposition to him. Well, that is how they behave. You know, Abubakar Malami is a very fraudulent minister, and I wonder why he's still there. Yet, they said we came to fight corruption. Well, we've seen it all, man. So, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say about this, please drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.